Oh my god, she's actually crispy. Thanks for the honest review. Welcome back to my cozy hell. Today we're speedrunning 2 heat deaths, sunlight and overheating. Let's cook. First up, Lampy. Cause of death? Overheating. Pack your bags. You're going on a little getaway. Skip the return ticket. This is a one-way trip. So Lampy heads to the beach for his little getaway. It's autumn, so he decides to dress warm. You know, to not catch a cold. Smart. He lights a bonfire and sprawls on a lounger to enjoy the ocean view. And fun fact, with that uniquely blue skin, he can't even sunbathe. So he chooses the next best option, dancing next to an open flame. Because nothing says safety like dancing next to an open flame in a warm outfit. And who could have guessed? A few minutes later, he gets a fatal heat stroke. Overheating. Done. Lampy literally leaves this world dancing and having the time of his life. A true party animal. To the very end. Grim, hurry up. We've got a repeat customer. Lampy's about to overheat again, if that's even possible when you're already dead. Honestly, Ghost Lampy is a bit of a letdown. He looks normal, except he's still performing the I'm burning alive routine. Okay, that death was insanely quick. So let's speedrun the resurrection too. And switch over to Giggs. Giggs is supposed to die by sunlight today, which means one thing, the fairy wings have to go, and the vampire fangs have to come out. So we're heading to Innisgreen to figure out how to unfairy a fairy. And you know what? We need that woman's help again. Mother Nature. Apparently, if we summon her, she can remove our fairy essence and send us back to normal. And how do we summon Mother Nature? By planting a magical seed. You can find it, buy it, or straight up ask the locals. So naturally, we start interrogating strangers like it's a side quest. Hello, nice weather. Do you have the seed? After questioning half the town, Giggs finally gets her hands on the right one. Perfect. Let's go home, plant it, and call Mother Nature. All right, Mother Nature, clock in. Unfairy us. Quickly, we've got plans tonight. One last step. We need to find Moondrop Springs in Everdrew and dump this bottled fairy essence into the water before the timer dumps us. Well then, let's go. All right, that's it. Giggs is totally normal now, if you can even call her normal after everything she's been through. Next mission, turn Giggs into a vampire. And for that, we're going straight to the local Count Dracula, Vladislaus. My understanding is simple. We need to be friends. So we can politely ask him to turn Giggs into a vampire. Sounds easy, right? Wrong. No matter what we do, Vladislaus hates us more and more. It literally escalates into a fight. But then I remembered one unbeatable strategy. We have money. And who says no to a gift like cash? Exactly. Nobody. So yes, we're doing it. We're buying Vladislaus's friendship. And guess what? It works. Now we're besties, which means we can finally ask him to turn Giggs into a vampire. Okay. They went a little too hard on the realism. I didn't order a cinematic vampire conversion today. Congrats, Giggs. You're officially a vampire. All right, Vlad. Thanks for the bite. We'll take it from here. And yes, he calls immediately. He's like, "You've been turned. Full update takes a few days." Fine. We'll wait. So while the game slowly cooks the transformation, we're grinding vampire lore. We study vampire history, vampire rules, and vampire drama. Then Giggs gets strangely hungry, appetite increasing, just not for food. That's ominous. She eats normal food anyway. Bad choice. Now she's disgusted by food like her taste buds got uninstalled. So we try plasma fruit, and it doesn't help. It makes her feel even worse. Now we're officially in the everything is terrible phase. Love that. We keep leveling up our vampire skills by reading books. Right there in public, in front of absolutely stunned strangers. Seriously, what is wrong with her? Is she drunk or something? Giggs spent the entire day on that bench, studying the vampire encyclopedia like it's her full-time job. And then, it finally happened. At sunset, she officially became a vampire. Finally, right? Nope, not even close. Nothing changed. She still can't drink blood. She still can't eat plasma fruit. Her needs panel is completely normal. So what is this? A vampire subscription with no benefits? I know this save file is aggressively broken and bugged, but how am I still unable to make her a vampire? So I went to Google, and apparently, if a sim has the fear of the dark, it can block the vampire transformation. Amazing. So now I have to cure her fear first, and then start this whole process all over again. Apparently, we have to get her confident, then take her into the dark and make her stare at it until the game approves. It worked. Now we have to redo the whole vampire transformation, because the save file hates me personally. To speed things up, I asked our friend Vladislaus to move in with us for a bit, and since our household was already at 8 sims, we had to make a sacrifice. Snuggles' wife. Okay, technically we just kicked her out temporarily. And now we can try turning Gigs into a vampire. Again. Fingers crossed it works this time. Thankfully, you won't be forced to sit through the 2-day torture timer. A little editing magic, and boom, we're at the moment Gigs becomes a real vampire. Now that Gigs is finally a vampire, the sun is no longer weather, it's a weapon. So I send her for a nice little jog in direct sunlight. She jogs under the sun like this is a wellness retreat. Then the glow starts, the sparks, the smoke. So I lay her down in the street, a peaceful nap, in direct sunlight. She's napping, and slowly turning into a campfire. And then the sun finishes the job. Death by sunlight. The world's worst wellness retreat. And just look at this ghost. She's literally got a little sun glowing inside her. It looks amazing. Almost makes me feel bad about reviving her. Almost. But we have to. Next, housekeeping. We bring Snuggles' wife back into the household, and we send Vladislaus back to his castle where he belongs. There. Order restored. Episode 14 is done. Today's winner, the sun. Thanks for hanging out with me. I genuinely appreciate it. If you laughed even once, hit like. If you want more cursed Sims science, subscribe, and drop a comment. I read them. See you in the next episode. Bye.